You all asked for this, and so today I'm here to deliver. What's up, loves? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. It's a girl Josie here, and for today's tutorial we are doing the mini micro spring passion twist using the untwisted yankee twist here. Now this has been a highly requested video. After I untwisted the yankee twist, I had a lot of you guys asking if this hair can be retwisted. Now I know I answered yes in the comments, however today I'm going to show you all visually that it's possible. Again, this came out way better than I expected. It's full, fluffy and cute, and don't get me started on this color. It's super vibrant and so pretty. Also, it's super affordable and a budget friendly option. So watch and let me know what you think of this one. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, and with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Now this hair is from CooKoo on Amazon. Actually, this is the first brand of yankee twist I ever tried, and this is my third use of this particular one. So this is their 8 inches ginger yankee twist, or more specifically color 350 on the site. It originally came in a pack of 8, with each pack having 30 strands, so 240 in total. So I only have like 215 right now. I don't know where the rest went, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Now as you can see, it's still very springy and curly. This is after a 6 weeks untwisted install and washing it twice, because I washed it both after installing it twisted and untwisted and kept it in a Ziploc bag. So if you're wondering how long the curls last after untwisting, I think this right here pretty much answers your question. Also, I'll be using some edge control to slick out my roots. These combs, a white tooth comb and these 2 rattle combs, including this pattern comb. Now that's just by the way, and I know I look crazy right now, but trust me, that's my most effective and heatless way of stretching my hair for any braid hairstyle. It's usually between this and the African threading. I was feeling so lazy for the African threading, so I went with this instead. So after washing my hair, I left it to air dry for a bit, after which I made this medium sized twist. This helps with length retention, and most importantly, it's tension free, so you can have it this way for as long as you want. After making the twist, I add them together. It can be 2 or 3 sections, and then wrap the elastic band around it. For each section, I use about 3 to 4 elastic. That's the same as using the thread, just that this is faster. So in case you're feeling lazy or just don't want too much heat on your hair, then I suggest you try this method. It's very effective and gives off the same result, I'll say even better. So let's get right down to business, starting off with pattern and sectioning. That's not going to be a super detailed tutorial on how to patch your hair, so please bear with me on this one. Now that's the pattern technique that works for me. I know some start off by making a straight part in the middle from front to back. I usually struggle with that. I think maybe it's because I don't have the 3-way mirror, I don't know, but I like to section mine into 2 patterns from ear to ear to get the front and back section. Now I'm going to move the front section out of the way, and with the back section I'm going to divide that into 2, also pattern from ear to ear. So I'll have 3 sections: the nape, the middle and the front. Now I don't know the science behind this, but with this technique my parts appear straight and clean with little effort. I don't have to stress or do too much. So I'll be using 1 strand for 1 twist, and I won't be adding any extra to extend the length, so make sure the ends are even. To help maintain this evenness, add a bit of edge control to the middle and twirl it around. This will make it thin, and now you know where to feed in from. As always, the base is going to be a knotless braid. I start off by dividing my hair into 3. Also, I feed in right away to add body to the base. I do this because these sections are pretty small and I don't want my twist to appear like it's hanging on a thread. I'll continue to braid until both the base and the extension is secured in, and then I'll switch to twisting. That's the fun part. So for smooth twist, you can add a thin layer of edge control to your fingertips, and let me tell you, this hair is really easy to work with. I actually chose this hair for a lot of reasons, because initially when I had the thought of doing this mini twist, my extension options were first the darling passion twist, secondly the noble gold afro kinky, and then finally the untwisted yankee twist. So I went with this because first of all I already had it available, so there was no need to spend money to get new extensions when this can clearly get the job done. Secondly, it's curly and the best and perfect hair for passion twist, and then again it's pre-sectioned out, so 1 strand for 1 twist, no need to go through the stress of prepping and sectioning out the hair. Also, with the size of the sections comparing with other brands, I don't know, but I feel like these are a bit bigger in size, and so it's easy to grip and twist. And for my final reason, because you'll ask for this, although I had different plans for this hair, I wanted to make boho island twists with them initially. I just hope I can reuse this hair after this. If I can, I'm definitely making the boho twist. So these are some of the pros. For the cons, I think it's 1, which is this hair can't be separated. So that's the limit to how small it can get. If you want bigger twist, then you use 2 or 3 strands per twist. Now as you can see, I'm done with the nip section, and this surprisingly took about 3 hours to finish. I got 4 rows out of the section. Now moving on to the middle section, it's the same. I think I did about 9 to 10 rows, and this also really took a while to finish. And oh, I forgot to mention, with the extensions there were some short pieces, so be sure to use those ones for the lower sections and the longer ones for the crown. So after about 100 twists and 8 to 9 hours later, I'm finally done with these two sections and also done for the day, because at this point I was so tired and needed to go to bed ASAP. Luckily it was the weekend, so I had more time to finish. But before we move on, can we take a moment to appreciate how full this looks and the color blend? It's given two-tone twist, and let's just say I love it. So that's the next day, and I was beaming with so much energy because I was determined to finish everything. The following day is Sunday, and I wasn't ready to sacrifice my Sunday reset braiding my hair, and so by all means I needed to finish even if my neck and fingertips were hurting. Also at this point I realized maybe I didn't really consider how much hair I had before deciding to do the style of twist, or maybe I just underestimated it, because honestly it was taking forever to finish. So I'm finally done braiding, and you all see my face here. That's tiredness written all over. I stayed up all night to finish, and as you can see, it's daybreak now. So that's like 9 hours, and in total I used about 18 hours to finish everything. And let's just say I have a different kind of respect for braiders, because at this point my fingertips were hurting like crazy. It's about 215 twists. I used up every last piece of the Yankee twist. For a moment I thought it wouldn't be enough, so I had to be really technical with it. So you all see how clean the part looks. Yeah, I couldn't get over it either. Now for my final touches, because there's a new twist, there are some stiff pieces, so I'll be adding in some mousse. There's the olive oil wrap set mousse, and that's going to relax the stiff pieces. That's all I use to maintain. Actually, this and some hair serum. So for instances where the hair gets dry, which it does a lot, I add in the mousse to add in moisture. It's water friendly too, so in place of the mousse you can use a mixture of water and leave-in conditioner to mist the hair. Also, I trimmed it just a bit, which is optional. You can actually leave it as it is and it will still be cute. Finally, I'll massage some hair serum into my scalp, and the residue left in my palm will go onto the twist to give it a bit of shine. So on that note, that's the final look as well as my final thoughts. This style is surprisingly tension free. You think with the number of twists there will be a whole lot of tension and pain situation going on. However, that's not the case. I think it's pretty obvious even with the way I'm moving the hair around. Again, this hair is full, springy and curly, just like the pre-made Yankee twist. The difference here is these are not pre-looped, so no need to crochet. Also, I can't deny how pretty and vibrant this color looks. I love how it blends in with my dark hair to give this two-tone twist. I think they have ones that come in this exact two-tone color. I'm not sure, but I'll check and leave the link to both in the description in case you want to check them out. I don't know about you guys, but I think after retwisting, the length increased. This doesn't look like 8 inches at all, and I even trimmed the hair. I just don't know the science behind it. Now, do I love it? Yes. Is it worth the time? Of course. Will I be doing it again? Definitely. I think at this point it's safe to say Yankee twist is one of the most reusable hairs of all time, because honestly it can be installed twisted, untwisted as well as retwisted. If you don't want to make mini micro twists with them, you can make the medium sized twist. Also, you can add up to make longer length if you're not a fan of these short ones. Again, the untwisted ones can be used as curly leave-out pieces for your boho braids or twist hairstyles. Like at this point, what more do you need? So if you're skeptical about getting this hair, I would just say go ahead and get it, because these really tick all the boxes for a good investment in the hair. First of all, it's affordable and budget friendly. Again, it's reusable as well as it can be restyled, and then again it's great for protective hairstyles. Also, it lasts really long. All you need to do is wash it and keep it in a Ziploc bag, and you can take it out when you want to use it. And finally, it's very cute and pretty. I've had this in for 4 weeks now, so let me know if you all need an update. So I think that'll be all for today's video, and I hope this video answered all your questions. If I left some out, kindly remind me in the comments and I'll get right back to you. Also, as a bonus, I've added some cute, fun and elegant ways I styled it. I hope you like them as much as I did. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and please be sure to turn on post notification. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.